All right. On the same day that Vice President Pence said that the Chinese are masterminding the theft of American intellectual property, one group of Americans is saying both sides have to get to the table and iron out the problems. Now, this after the USMCA, that was Canada, Mexico, and the United States came together in this deal that scrapped what was called the Class 7 dairy pricing system, giving the U.S. more market access. But it's not good enough. The U.S. Dairy Export Council says it wants all tariffs removed, whether it's on agriculture exports to China or steel and aluminum imports to the U.S. First on Fox Business, U.S. Dairy Council Export CEO and former Agricultural Secretary Tom Vilsack. You say doesn't matter. They're inserting evil spy chips into motherboards of Apple and Amazon, and the president is furious with the trade deficit between the U.S. and China. You say, get to the table. Everybody should start talking again.
Well, it's pretty clear that our economies are intertwined, and I think it's important from an agricultural perspective to understand that we have a trade surplus with China that has supported hundreds of thousands of U.S. jobs. Those are all threatened as a result of the tariffs. So it is important, I think, for negotiations to begin. I think the administration has a legitimate concern about China, but not having negotiations makes it more difficult for us to see how this is all going to end. It's important for the administration also to have allies, to go to the rest of the world and say, look, you also are being mistreated by the Chinese. Let's come together as a world community and ask them to change their ways. Incredibly important to start that negotiations now.
This Class 7 pricing system, when it came to things like powdered milk and cheese and other dairy products, the USDA said in 2016 we exported, I believe it was about $100 million worth of this to Canada. That amount dropped to near zero when it came to Class 7, going into effect in February. So I'm talking, it was 18 months, I think, about what kind of numbers are we talking about when it comes to cheap Chinese dairy? Isn't that an issue as well? Now that we've ironed out what was going on in Canada, what concerns do you have about unfair practices by China when it comes to dairy?
Well, first of all, in terms of Canada, we have yet to see how this is all going to get implemented. There are some concerns that we have in terms of how this has been structured. When you eliminate Class 7, you substitute it with a new pricing system, and there's some question about whether or not that could potentially be manipulated by the Canadians at some point in time in the future. So we're going to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
We're excited about the opportunity for additional market access, but we want to keep an eye on it. In terms of China, we've evaluated that at this point in time with the tariffs in place, if this were to extend for years, we would be in a situation where we could potentially lose $12 billion of additional sales in China, which is a significant amount for dairy producers across the country. So that's why it's important for folks to get back to the table, to begin the hard work of negotiating and trying to figure out how this system can be fairer and more balanced.
If you had the president's ear, what would you say to him about it?
So, Mr. President, appreciate the work on the trade agreement, the trilateral trade agreement. Take that momentum. Let's get to work, resolve issues with China, and let's at the same time aggressively pursue bilateral discussions with Japan, the UK, and Europe.
Tom Vilsack, U.S. Dairy Council President and CEO, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see what happens. Thank you.